this old, just this dumb jock kind of situation where he exposed himself. What happened to him in his life, but he stepped out there and he had a goal of wanting to accomplish who he wanted to become as a person. Magic Johnson did something I thought was phenomenal. He said he contacted everybody that he knew, every contact in his phone, every contact he had ever came in contact with throughout his life. He contacted them when he wanted to become a business person because he wanted to be switched over from this basketball jock perception to a business person. So he went and studied for some of the best business people in the world and got the mindset, right? And that's kind of like what that webinar stuff is. You have to get around people who have the mindset to hit these goals, not these people in your circle who just average and ordinary, and their goals and their dream doesn't equate you right to the things that you want to do and you want to become. Man, you got to drop them jokers, man, and get around some people who's going to stretch you. He reached out to everybody who he had access to, and then he began to evolve into this person who can hit these goals. He set appointments, right? Schedule appointments. He set up things to go to talk to people and put himself out there. When you're going for these things, for these goals, man, you got to stretch out and book the, I'm talking about balls to the wall, roll to the wheels fall off. You have to get yourself in a situation where you about it. You're looking for the right customer, and that's prospecting. You got your schedule, you got your list, you're prospecting for this ideal customer who you can convert into cash flow, right? And so you can generate some more revenue. The number one business, though, number one reason why everybody went into business is to create revenue. The second thing why everybody went to go in business is because you want freedom, right? If it's not for money and freedom, you wouldn't want to be in business, right? Well, why would you? Why would you want to be in business? You know, I give you want to serve, give you want to help people, but it's a couple of things that happen with freedom. You can help with your church, you can help with your family, you can help with your children, but all that takes money, doesn't it? And so that job that you're working right now that you're sick and tired of, or that business that you have right now that's really not producing the income that you want to produce, you have to really get something, a goal that's emotional. You have to have something that you really want to go for. You know what I mean? And you have to go get it. So getting in front of these webinars, getting around these experts, it will help you guys. I'm telling you that the national expo that we did, we produced it in around 4 months. We had over 1,000 people come to one person because we stretched ourselves. We got around people like Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank. We got around people like Bill Walsh. We got around people like James Ditley. We got around people like, Jose. We got around people who were playing at a level that we wanted to play on. And so we went and got information to stretch so we can, get a product to put that would help us get to our goals. And we had to really get our product in front of the right type of customer. And so what we're sharing with you is what we've had to do ourselves. And I'm telling you, listen, like never before. If you really get this goal of emotion and really understand that if you want your business to really go to the next level, it's going to start and stop with you. Dig deep to understand that people will leave your business, but the passion for you to accomplish your goal can never leave. It can never get old. It can never die. You know what I'm saying? No matter what's going on in your life, you have to stay focused on it. Because putting this in play to outmarket your competition, it really boils down to who wants the most. Who wanted the most? If you want it more than your competition, you'll beat them every time because they'll go until they get uncomfortable, then they'll stop. But if you believe in your goal and you make a list and you prospecting and you making sure you got webinars and information, it'll happen. And I'm going to say this and we're going to go to the tools, guys. One thing I want to leave with you, understand this. You need to spend 5 to 10% of your income on development. Oh, man. I don't want to lose you, man. Listen, you need to spend 5 to 10% of your income on personal development with your skill set so you can be with the best. You know what I mean? If you want to market with the best, if you want to grow your business to outmarket your competition, then you have to learn in your particular skill set around the best in your industry. If you got to catch a flight to go to them, are you willing to do that? If you got to spend $2,000 to $3,000 or $5,000 for some information, are you willing to do that to make $200,000, $300,000 from that information? You have to make a decision. What price are you willing to pay to hit your goal? Yeah. And I don't want to slide past that without really hitting your emotion and your mindset today to really figure that out. What price are you willing to pay to get your goal? Everybody want to make money, but what price are you willing to pay to go get it? That decision, if you haven't made up your mind and the reality of the price that you're willing to pay, then stop really worrying about the price you're going to charge your customers for your service. Because you're not willing to pay the price to give them the best service to stretch yourself. So why should they be willing to pay the price that you're asking them for the service that you're rendering now? Because it's already subpar mediocre. So I want to challenge you guys today for your goal that you want to actually go out here and hit. Write down a number that you're willing to spend for yourself to become the person that you can be with your goal. Because the person you are now is not the person that's going to hit the goal. The person you are today is not the person that's going to hit this goal that you're talking about. Let's just be clear. The person that's going to hit this goal is the person who in reality has grown to be able to handle everything that's coming with this new goal. Right? So write down 5 to 10% of your income, whatever that is, be willing to spend that on an annual basis to reach this goal that you can with authority charge a customer to pay you because you know your worth and you know the value of your product is worth it. To become it. Does that make sense? So when you hitting these goals, I just want, I'm kicking it back to you, bro. But I had to throw that in there, man. You start talking about goals, man. I get excited because goals is what allowed me to become who I am today. Goals that people laughed at. You know what I mean? Because I went for things that people wasn't willing to go for. And because of that, because I contacted people and people said, no, not Sloan, I'm not willing to do that right now. Now, Sloan, I mean, catch up with me when you make your first 100,000, catch up with me when you make your first million. I had a guy that greeted me yesterday. He said, hey, Sloan, have you made $1 million yet? I said, which one you talking about? Number 2 or number 3? See, you got to be willing to pay the price to get the price that you require, right? And so, guys, let's set goals that other people will laugh at, and let's do the activity that'll go get them. All right, take it away, bro.
Yep, that's great right there, man. He's grabbing some gems. So I'm going to go over 4 tools that you guys need to be able to create video, right? To create good videos for your business. I'm going to go over 4 tools that you must have. So here's some of the tools that you can pick up today and start creating your videos. So if you're out there watching this, today, after this is over, you can start creating a video, okay? No procrastination. So the first tool is you must have a camera, right? In order to do video content, you must have a camera. You can either use Samsung, you can use iPhone. I'm an iPhone user, that's me. I feel like it's better. Just throwing that out there for all you Android and Samsung users. And then from there, you also want to make sure that you don't think so deeply about, oh, I need a Nikon, I need a Canon, I need the best of the best camera for me to be able to create content. A lot of the content that you're seeing right now in the world on your timelines from these gurus, from these experts that are out there, right, are mostly done with their phone. They don't use cameras because they have them, don't get me wrong, but majority of them use their phone because it's instant, right? Your phone is your moneymaker, right? So with implementing these strategies and these tools and these tips that we're telling you, you'll be able to start making more money off of your phone, which is where you're more than likely at all day anyways, right? So if you know that you can make more money just by using your phone to make videos and things like that with your phone, type in phone on the chat so I know that you're listening, so we know who actually is interested, or who probably not interested, who is using or wants to use a phone, be able to create content, part of that. So if you really want to, take it to the next level, want to have really high-end content, yes, go get you a nice camera. I'm not going to tell you can make, 4K quality stuff, with a Samsung phone, right? You may be able to do it with an iPhone, but not with a Samsung. That was a little jab at you guys that are Samsung users. But let's roll into tool 2. Tool 2 is very simple, lighting. You can't really shoot video without having the proper lighting. The better your lighting is, the better your editing process is going to be, or the easier your editing process is going to be. So make sure that you invest in some lighting, invest in, the camera. You already all have a phone, so there's no excuse to say, I can't get started, I don't have a camera. You have a smartphone. Most of you, it's like 90% of America is on a smartphone, right? So there's no excuses. After you do that, you invest in a lighting kit. With that lighting kit, it comes with a soft light. It comes with soft. You can get like a soft box lighting kit. They have a couple of different ones you can get as well that work well. A lot of them come with about 4 lights in one, and it's like under $50, right? So that's something you want to think about. Tool number 3 you need a tripod. You need a tripod that you can use. It can be on your desk to create content, or you need a tripod that you can have that's about 50 inches, I believe it is, just like the regular tripods would be for a regular camera, right? For one of those high-end, fancy, expensive cameras, you can go and get yourself a tripod for your iPhone or your smartphone and be able to shoot content with it, with your lighting, perfect content, by the way, right? And be able to keep everything steady and not have to worry about stuff shaking, right? So that's something that is very key. Next up is you want to get a microphone. The sound and the audio is very, very important in your video. If people can't hear you or can't understand you, you want to make sure that you, especially if you have an accent or anything like that, you want to be able to have a crisp microphone. A lot of people think you have to go get an expensive microphone, right? You don't. These microphones that are being displayed right here in this picture, you could be able to go get for anywhere between 10 to 15 bucks, some even cheaper. But you want to make sure that they are compatible with your type of smartphone, right? So this is how you can record video with your own microphone on your smartphone for your audience, right? And have crisp, clear content. Step 5 is something that everyone needs, is a video editing software, right? A video editing software that we use is Camtasia, right? So that's something that, I think it's about 200 bucks for the whole year. It's very simple. It's user-friendly. It's not like Final Cut Pro. You do not have to be a guru. You don't have to be a wizard to use Camtasia. And they have tons and tons of video tutorials teaching you how to do things. So that's something I would tell you to use for Camtasia. If there's anything else that you like to use out there, like Magisto, or there's a couple of other different free ones that are out there. But I tell you guys, if you want to get good quality content, this is what we do, right? Tool number 6 that you need is a green screen, right? You can shoot video that is live and you're just shooting it, as a lifestyle video or something along those lines. You could definitely do that, right? What happens is that you want to be able to expand your type of video. You want to be able to get creative. You want to show your creativity to your audience. And the way you can do that is with the green screen, right? So you can make it seem like you're at a newscasting station, or you're at the beach, or you're wherever. It's all about creativity. So express your creativity and be personal. Show your personality. And that's what you want to do in the video as well. Which we're going to go over a little bit shortly on how to create the video, what's the words to use and things like that within the video to be able to engage and get people to convert. So there's 3 types of videos every business needs, or you'll die. It's not you that specifically will die, but your business will die, right? If your business does not do these type of videos, it's just going to keep struggling. And if you're a person that's not doing this and you're in business and you're still not going to do this after watching this, you're going to be out of business very soon. You're going to put yourself out of business because your competition is the ones that are making more money than you already, and they're investing in people like us to be able to help them create this stuff so that they can stay ahead of their competition, right? So if you want to be able to be ahead of your competition, you want to be able to start doing this from the ground level. Even if you're a startup business, you can start making these 3 types of videos right here, and you can start creating engagement, start creating, interaction with people, getting people to start commenting and things like that on your video, right? So the first video you want to do is you want to humanify. You want to create an introduction video, right? Your introduction video is where you pretty much talk about who you are, what you do, right? And in that introduction of who you are, what you do, hi, I'm Oasiris Yates. We help clients build a continuous stream of customers with our proprietary processes, right? And we say, now you educate them on your unique selling point. You go into your USP, which we covered last week. You talk about your USP. From there, you then tell them what they get from you and how they can get it, right? So that's your introduction video. There's going to be multiple introduction videos that you're going to have, right? But you're going to want to create these introduction videos so people understand who you are and be personable. This is where you actually share personality. This is where you don't have to be all stiff. You can just be who you are and tell them exactly what it is and identify that core problem that they're going through, right? So the next thing you want to do is an education series, which is what you guys are all on right now. This is an education series that we're going to do every single week, which means that's 52 videos every single year, 52 webinars, every single year. And we're more likely going to ramp that up to where we get to where we're doing double that, right, per year. But this is the starting point of being able to create educational series, right? And that's something we want all business owners to start implementing, because as you educate your audience, they are able to get results before having to spend money with you. So if you can get someone to make money or get results before paying you for it, they're more than likely, when they need something that's bigger than something that's free, they're going to come and pay for it from you. Or they're going to come to your educational series to become, even better at what they do, right? So now that's building even more trust. And that's what education series do. It helps you build that trust with them. It helps you able to show them that you know what you're talking about, and you know that what you do can help them be successful, right? Your third type of video is a work with me, buy my stuff video. This is where it's just, right to the point. You're not beating around the bush. You're telling them exactly what you want them to do. Work with me. This is why you want to work with me, and buy buy this. This is what you want to buy. This is why you want to buy it. Just right to the point kind of videos, right? And these videos you're never gonna end. You're never gonna stop making any of these. You're always gonna make these three types of videos, right? So, Adrian, you want to talk real quick about the data side before I roll into the data is queen?
Go right ahead, bro. Take it away. Hey, it's in your business to get these tools. You know what I mean? And most of software, right? It would be the biggest thing you would spend it for. But what we're saying is right now, in this piece of information, before Oasiris goes into the data portion, I really want to make sure you guys understand that it doesn't cost a lot to get your business in position. I have a whole series of information that I talk about from a financial realm, and that whole webinar is called, how to get in position. And that's from a financial position to grow your business from a financial space. But in this space of this information on how to have the projection and the perception, because a lot of things in business really perception, to be honest with you. When you look at Instagram and you look at Facebook, and people are just scrolling. Sometimes they just scrolling their life away on Instagram or Facebook, right? But your customer is right there. And so when they're scrolling, right, you want to make sure that you put yourself in position to be in alignment with that scroll, right? And think about it from a common sense standpoint. Whatever picture looks the best, they click it. Looks the best and the most entertaining, they click it, because people want to be entertained. People want some sharp, crisp entertainment, and then once you get their attention, then you come with content. You know what I'm saying? Then you have to have good content that's targeted right to that customer to keep their attention. So what I'm saying is, when you're buying this green screen, the lighting and softwares and all these type of things, you're investing in yourself to get the right equipment to get the attention. You follow me? Of this particular customer that you want, then your content is actually going to keep that customer, helping to convert. So just want to kind of hit on that real quick, of making sure you invest in that green screen. You go to Amazon and get the green screen and the lighting, what have you. Do that, Jazz, and you do that. And if once you do that, you see how it goes, you can get back in contact with us, and we'll help you understand how to work it. We'll even bring you to our studio for Media Monday, and we can shoot some videos, some content, and help you kind of produce that crystal that you're looking for. But I really want to make sure you guys understand, it doesn't take a lot to get the perception that you
out there listening right now. So I want to actually give away a gift, right? I want to give away a gift to whoever responds first. That says video script. Whoever types in video script first, right? So this script is right to the point. It gives you step-by-step process. It tells you exactly what to do. It tells you exactly how to say it. It tells you what to use, right? To where you can be able to create that type of content. So type in video script, and we'll make sure to send you the video script that we have. It's our precision management and marketing video scripts that you can use that teaches you how to make a video from start to finish. All right? Oh, wow. Okay, I had a little lag, so there's a whole lot of video scripts coming in. All right, I got it right here. We're going to make sure we send that out to you right now. All right, let's roll into this data's queen. We may even give another business owner the video script. Who knows? I don't know. But let me ask you guys all a question. Do you have a sales mechanism right now in your business? If you do have a sales mechanism in your business right now, type in sales mechanism. If you have a sales mechanism in your business, meaning a process that converts a lead to a customer, type in sales mechanism in the chat box. Okay? So I'm going to tell you 3 ways to win back time and money with having a sales mechanism, right? Because if you don't have a sales mechanism, having one will give you a ways to get back time in your life. It gives you back, it gives you more money in your business because now you're making more money because you have more time, right? So let's go into that real quick. What are some of these 3 ways? Well, the first way is you want to capture. You want to make sure that you capture the data. Capture the name, number, email address, as well as a phone number. That's optional. Some people are against it. They don't want to get phone numbers, or some people don't want to give away their phone number, so their conversion rates go down because of that. But I'm telling you, start capturing the phone number in your sales mechanisms. If you already have a sales mechanism, start capturing the phone number. The reason why is because, which we're going to go over a little bit shortly, is the stalk process. Because if that person doesn't become a customer right after they opt in, you want to be able to market to them in multiple different ways based off the data they gave you. So they gave you their name, which means now you can find them on social media. They gave you their email, which means now you can do email marketing. They gave you their phone number, which means you now can do text message marketing. You can do voicemail drops. There's a couple different things you can do, right? Just from having that data, right? So the next thing you want to be able to do is you want to stalk, as I was saying. This is after you capture, you stalk, right? And after you stalk them, you close. And I say stalk in the most ethical way, right? don't go hounding them, sending 1,000 DMs and all that stuff. Don't do that. I'm not saying to do that. Don't show up at their place of business like, hey, I sent you an email. Don't do that. But you can stalk them in an ethical way with valuable content that increases their trust level in your business. Because if they didn't buy yet, it's because they didn't trust you, they didn't know enough about you, or they didn't like you, right? So how you do that is by staying in front of them. So, to capture, you have to create a landing page or a squeeze page, right? These pages capture data. Me personally, as a marketer, and even in Adrian, him as well as a marketer and a management, guru, he feels that, and we feel that websites are on their way out. They're dying out. I give it maybe 5 more years. Really, I said it here first. I give out 5 more years for websites where it's going to be completely dead. No one's going to want to use a website. And the reason for that is because websites, they capture data, but they have to go through too many steps to get to the point of giving you data. Or you do it in a way where they don't like it, where it's a pop-up and they don't want to give you information because it's a pop-up. They automatically lose interest and a whole bunch of different things, right? But with a landing page, you can truly target that mindset of that customer or of your avatar by having specific pages geared towards the problems and the solutions that you solve for the problems your customer has, right? So here's 3 components of a successful landing page. So if you're a person out there looking to create landing pages in your business and you want to know how to really, take a landing page or make a landing page that'll create you data, right? These are some things that you do. And the first thing you want to do is have a great headline. You want to give them a reason to stay on your page. And make sure that reason is congruent to the ad they saw that got them there in the first place. Right? So you want to make sure that if you have an ad on Facebook, or you have a message on Facebook or a post on Facebook that you're sending out to people, that the same messaging or the same call to action or the same headline, I should say, really, on that post is geared towards what you're doing on your page, right? So you want your landing page to match what you're doing in your ad. Very simple. That's the number 1 component, because they want to make sure, they don't want to feel like they're bamboozled. So you don't want to tell them, hey, discover how you can get, make $5,000 in 3 days, right? And then when they go to the page, it says, we're going to give you 2 ways to, or something like that, right? They just change it up. It's completely opposite of what drew them in. That now is something that will turn them off. From that point, obviously, they're not going to trust you. But that's something that I would tell people to do. Make sure your headline is congruent and it matches, on both sides. The second side of this is that you want to make sure your body /offer /reason is strong, right? Ask yourself, would you do the offer, or is it worth, is that worth their time, right? Would you do the offer? right? It would write it out and say, would I do this? If I was that person, would I want that, right? And then from there, figure out if it's something that's worth their time. You want to be able to know, okay, this is worth their time because you have data. And a lot of what we're talking about, you already have data. A lot of you business owners out there listening right now have data in your business, but just don't know how to understand that to be able to scale up, to be able to start making more money, right? But this is something you want to do when you're writing the body of your landing pages, is really trying to figure out, make sure that it's worth their time, and ask yourself, would you do the offer, right? And if you're someone that is, not that good at writing, or you don't really think you're that good at ad copy or anything like that, we have a gift for you. So just type in ad copy, and we'll be able to send you a free gift that's valued over $200 of our ad copy templates that we use to be able to create awesome ad copy that got you to be able to watch this video now and be a part of this webinar, right? So type that in, ad copy, and we'll be able to send that over to you as well. Type in ad copy and your email address. Pardon me. Ad copy and your email address. Okay? So we can send that to you. I gotta know. Right? So from there, you want to have a call to action that collects their data. Make sure that call to action is clear, and make sure it gives you a way, to follow up. So don't just get a first name and not get the email address and a phone number, because you can't do anything with a name, right? There's nothing you can do with the name other than just saying, oh, a person put their name in, and that's it. You want to make sure you have something that you can use to follow up and stay in front of your audience, right? And some of those things that you can use to follow up are the text message blasts. After you have their phone number, now you do text blasts, and they can unsubscribe from it, and you don't have to, if they don't want to keep getting the text, it's no problem. You have your email marketing, right? You have your voice drops, right? But from what we learned and from what statistics show is that text message marketing, even though most people out there feel that it's, it's an invasion of privacy, it's too much, all those different things that people have as excuses of why they don't want to use text message marketing, the numbers have shown that it's the best way to go. Text message marketing right now, at this current moment from 2007, text message marketing, the open rate for text messages right now are 97%. That means 97% of the time you send someone a text message, they read it. They might not have responded, they may not have took action, but they read it. They saw it. And the reason why is because they already were texting somebody else. They're already on their phone. They already were doing something on their phone to where it popped up or something along those lines, right? So there's 97% open rate with text messages. With email, you have a 3% open rate. And when working with us and us teaching you some of our strategies, we can show you how to increase that email conversion rate of open rate, your email open rate from 3% all the way up to, say, 10 to 20%. Because that's what we're getting right now on our open rate for our emails. Anywhere between 10 to 20%, right? Sometimes we get 3, right? If we send out to masses a big list. But, a lot of times what we learned is that by implementing some of these tactics and some of these subject lines and very strategic things, these are things that can help you get more opens, and we'll be able to help you with that when you're working with PM Squared. So let's kind of roll into the stalk part. Like, how could you really stalk your customer, and what does stalking do for you? Well, it manufactures fame, right? When you're stalking, or we can call it retargeting to make it sound better. When you're retargeting a lead or someone that has came in through your funnel or through your process, you want to make sure that, or not necessarily want to make sure, what you're doing at that moment is you're manufacturing fame. The more they see you, the more they're familiar. The more familiar, the more they want to continue to keep watching you, or continue to maybe learn something. They may have seen you, after they may have saw you on Facebook, they saw you on Instagram, they saw you on all these different platforms, but they still didn't make a decision yet, right? So these are the things that can help you when you stalk. This is something, or retarget. This is something that can help you manufacture your fame to have the audience feel that them spending time with you is worth it. So I asked everybody here, and I see the slide, it already had popped up at the bottom here, but what is the number one place people spend their time currently? Right? Type in the chat box what you think the number one place people spend their time. What is the number one place people spend their time? Type in what you think it is in the chat box. Okay. See a couple people chatting away. All right. All right. I don't see it yet. All right. No, not yet. So look, I was gonna give away $100 cash if you had it right, but too bad, you guys missed out. So what most people are doing, or most people are spending their time on, is on their cell phone. Most people spend the majority of their time on their cell phone. I know, me as a business owner, I'm on my cell phone nonstop. Between my cell phone and my laptop, you know, that I'm with that not every day, 24/7. I'm always on it. It's never time I'm not on my phone or on my laptop. Most of the time, my laptop is connected to my phone. My phone connected to my laptop for hotspot and all types of stuff, traveling. So that's where I'm always at. So if someone was to market to me, if I'm the ideal customer of another person's business, they more likely would be able to close me on my phone or from platforms that I am currently always using. So some of those are listed below, where everyone uses their cell phone currently. What do people do on their cell phone, right? When people are on their cell phone, all they want to do is they want to be entertained, right? All they want to do is be entertained. When they go on Facebook, when they're at work and they're scrolling on Facebook, they're not doing it because they like you. They're not doing it because, you know, or probably not just they like. They're not doing it just because they want to. They're doing it mainly for the simple fact that they want to get entertained. They want to pass time by, right? So if you're going to be putting video or pictures or written content in front of them, you have to make sure it's entertaining, first of all. Because people see enough serious stuff all day. They're dealing with tons of serious stuff 24/7 at work or in life, right? So with making sure that you are entertaining them on the platform that they're using the most will help you better create more sales. So where are they currently at? Right? Before I go there, where are they currently at? Like I was saying, they're on Facebook. People on Facebook, people on Instagram, they're on YouTube, people are texting, people are talking on their phone, people are using Twitter, people are using LinkedIn, there's so many other platforms, they're periscoping, I keep on going, right? There's tons of platforms that people are using just to be entertained. So within the stalk process, or the retargeting process, if you put that same content you had that brought them into, not the same content, but if you create content that's geared towards closing them and they didn't close before, this is something that'll help you convert more. And some things you want to do is you want to have pixels on all of your websites. Have pixels. Use Facebook pixels. It's free. It's free to have a Facebook pixel. So if you don't know how to go use a Facebook pixel, or you want to learn how to set up a pixel, type in pixel, and we'll be able to teach you how to set up a Facebook pixel to be able to track the traffic that's coming to your site, which then creates an audience on Facebook that you can use to be able to market to them and do advertisement to them, right? And then from that, you can create a custom lookalike audience similar to your retargeted list, right, from all your pixels. Facebook will now find you people that are similar to the people who went to your website. Isn't that amazing? So that's the key component. And the last step was close, right? So the last step of the process is to make sure that you close them. Always be closing. ABC. Always be closing, right? So make sure you always have an offer in front of them. Not a post, not a video that you put out, or not an email go out. Should not have every single thing you put out content-wise should have an offer in it, right? And it doesn't have to be salesy. It can just be creative. But then at the end of it, there's always an opportunity for them to be able to look deeper into what it is that you do, right? So I'm going to let Adrian jump in real quick. He's going to be able to talk about some bonuses that we have for everyone that's on right now. And I think that, if you're a serious business owner that really is looking to grow and you take your business serious and you really want to outmarket your competition, you want to deep dive a little more on some of these topics, you'll definitely want to hear about this bonus, because that's you. So if you wanted to continue, type in bonus in the chat box. Type in bonus so we can continue going to the bonus. And we're going to give away by over $1,000 worth of bonuses. So if that's you, type in bonus and we'll make sure that we continue. And if you don't type it in, we'll stop here and you don't have to worry about it. Okay, I see a lot of people typing in bonus. They want to know. They want to know what is this bonus? What are you giving away over $1,000? So, Adrian, take it away.
All right, bro. Good job on putting that information out there about data. I hope you guys really got that, especially that the pixels. I think that's something really key to everybody that home in on. If you want to know who's watching your business and who's trying to look at your offer, you need to track it. You know what I mean? It's just not always good just to try to track that based on who liked and who shared. You just have a thought and an idea and a name that you're putting out there, but it has no infrastructure. And so you can market, but if you don't have a right business infrastructure, you're wasting the clients and you're wasting the conversions. So it's almost like pouring water inside of a strainer. Strain, macaroni or something like that, right? You got to pour water or macaroni inside the strainer, and then the macaroni, the water goes out. Well, that's your business. You're wasting a lot of money, time, and effort if you don't have a true business infrastructure. So the business success forecast is something that we put in place to help you grow your business with infrastructure and how to maximize your opportunity to gravitate the customer. We'll spend an hour and listen to you and actually go through this jazz with you and actually help you structure your business for growth. And so if you type in BSF 719, and if you send that to that number, go back one more time, bro. If you send that back to that number 704-228-7383, you'll be able to get a free consultation, right? We're going to give that out to the first 3 people that come through. So the first 3 BSF 719 that we see coming through the check, you'll be able to get that as a $350 value. We'll give it to you absolutely free. Go ahead to the next one, bro. All right, perfect. And so what you're going to get with that, we're going to spend time helping you, right? How to sell rather than planning, right? I hate busy work. If you're anything like me, man, I'm ADH, like I hate over planning, if you're a person who wants to spend more time selling, making money than sitting down talking about it, then this is for you, right? We can help you develop operational and staffing plans to help you create for success. If you're a person, what that means is you might be that person who's doing everything in your business and you need to learn how to delegate. I mean, you know how to let it go, bro, and it's not that serious. Hey, I need some of y'all to understand this. Say this with me. Write on your piece of paper. Get it in your mind. Tell yourself, my Fortune 500 company, I'm the youngest DM from New York to Florida for about 5 years for a Fortune 500 company. And one thing I learned is how to delegate and staff and plan. If you do that, if you get to the understanding that if you can get your business to a place where as long as a person can do it about 80% as good as you, planning. No one said, hey, can't nobody do as good as me. And he said, so the freak, what? Man, no one has to do it as good as you. That's your ego getting in the way of stopping you from making money, idiot. That's not how you become successful. That's the wrong mindset. Everybody doesn't have to do it as good as you. You have to learn how to delegate and let it go. Say it with me. My business is not that serious. You know what I mean? It is serious to a degree of you want to be successful, but don't treat it so much like where you're afraid to get advice to help it go to the next place. I hope that Jew right there help you, because I've seen many entrepreneurs fail because they're too daggone stubborn and hard-headed and won't listen to nobody because they think they know it all about their business. But I promise you, you don't. None of us do. So we need experts. So we help you with that. And then so you use proven proprietary steps that provide expert and scale your business for growth. Huge. You have to learn how to scale your business. At what stage should you be doing what? Some of you guys are treating priorities in your business as a 3 like it's a 10 and a 10 like it's a 3. We need to show you how to scale that business in the right way, where you don't put too much in your business too soon, where it actually makes it collapse, right? I think this is a little bit of wisdom that we have to learn in business, you know what I mean, of how to make sure you outmarket that competition and put it together, right? Go to the next slide, O. Okay, all right, so what happens with this business success forecast, they get you in position to understand what's going on, and then from that, if everything looks good and we feel like your business is ready, because I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't mean it any other way but how I mean it, we actually don't work with everybody. Work with selected people. We live by saying we only looking for people that's looking for us. We're not looking for everybody. And I think in your business, some of you might have a headache because you're trying to work with everybody. Listen to me very carefully. Your business is not made for everybody. It's made for a specific kind of customer. So once we go through the BSF, we find out who's ready to get in the game and play with us, and we can help you go to that next level, right? And so we're not looking for headaches. We're looking for business partners who are serious, who really dig in. We have a product called a Taste of Precision. Yep. We give you a taste of what it feels like to have a precise business where we give you that business success forecast. Hey, listen, some of you guys are on social media all the time. Let us show you how to automate that. How would you feel to have 60 social media posts all in this straight automation where it's automatically happening. We understand when people wake up in the morning around 7 o'clock, they on their phone checking their Facebook. Some people check their daggone Facebook before they kiss their spouse. You know what I'm saying? Before they roll over and wash their face and brush their teeth, man, they on their phone, they grab their phone and hit their Facebook. Boom. How would you like to be the person that's right there in front of that customer? We understand around lunchtime, people are back on social media again around their lunch break, and at the end of the day, around 7, boom, they on there again. So when people wake up midday, and at the end of the day, they on their social media. So we can automate that system for you, even under 3 different Facebook accounts, right, or Instagrams or what have you. We can automate that process and help you get that. That's all in a taste of precision. Access to our support team 24 hours with the email, a phone. You can hit us up. Access to monthly client, training webcasts. We do stuff outside of what we do for the webinar Wednesday. We actually do something specifically with our clients that's inside the taste of precision to make sure they get what they need specifically for their business. Guys, we are all about growth, success strategy. When you can call or follow with a website, your strategy, your development, maintenance. What does it take for your business to go to the next level? That's inside the taste of precision, a marketing funnel. Now, this is huge. You say, okay, what's a marketing funnel? A marketing funnel was something that's put in position, guys, to help you get an exact result from your business. So it's a sell mechanism. So if you're trying to monetize, let's just say, because I know one of my partners just got on, he's an artist, right? And so let's just say, well, my partner is an artist. He's trying to monetize this new offer of a CD or some new music that he has, a new release. It's a process that you want a person to go through to be able to get that particular content, which is the music, to be able to monetize it. And so you don't want to have to go all the way through the website, they click a couple different links, and then under that link they find it. A marketing funnel can go right to the psyche of the person. When they click that link, they get exactly to the result. That's a great sales mechanism. I see so many people, again, websites are great, but I think they should be used within reason. You have to learn how to have marketing funnels or sales funnels that can convert sales immediately, because most people only stay on a website for 3 to 5 seconds. You know, most people are not staying on a website for 15 seconds, 20 seconds looking. So a marketing funnel can actually increase your probability to be able to get a sale, right? And so we give you that access to our extreme marketing machine system, which is 8 different marketing platforms for a 30-day. Listen, guys, that system alone is $5,000, okay? We're giving you a 30-day access to this software, absolutely free, and the value of the situation. We really chop all this down and charge, individual for how this goes. It's about $1,800, right? The taste of precision is $500, right, on a regular basis. But because of the webcast, because of the way we actually serve some people who make time, like what we understand is time is one of the most precious commodities we all have. Listen, I can make money and lose money. I can make friends and lose friends, but I can't get my time back. You understand what I'm saying? And because you guys took time to do that, we give a special discount of the value of $249 to be able to get that taste of precision for those serious business owners who are willing to get inside that BSM. Let's look at your business. If you actually qualify for us to help you develop it, instead of our regular $500 rate, guys, we have dozens of clients paying us $500 a month to keep their business automated, which is stress-free, increasing their sales with our marketing funnels to get directly in front of their customer and their target audience so they can monetize it. So in all actuality, they're really not paying us, right? The results that we produce is what pays us. And this is what happens when you have a team, when you have an organization, when you have something called a business. You're supposed to have systems put in place that help you get time back. As I said earlier, most people go in business to create one, what, a profit. Number 2, what, freedom. So how would you like not to have to keep posting social media posts? How to keep, you got to keep typing up this crap, and your spouse is getting mad because you're always on your phone. Listen, I've been a part of that before in my life and in my business, so I know how much that time and stuff drains from you. You have a system in play that increases your cash flow, and you get time back, and you watch your sales go up. Welcome to the business world. It's called a taste of precision, guys. So you can get that today at $249 at a discount rate from our regular $500. Go ahead, O.
Yep. So
because of that. And so that's pretty much the same thing. But I want to say this. I want to say this in closing with this, guys. With this webinar offer, right, for the taste of precision, you can get this. We're going to lock this in even better for the first 6 months, because I understand a one-time 30-day deal, you're going to get hooked on it. You're like, man, I wish I had more, but 500 sloan, man, My business not there yet. I appreciate what you guys did to help me get to this point, but I still can't afford to pay y'all $500 a month. So for that, it's okay, man, because we understand you guys are growing. You're trying to develop. We may take some of you guys as early on and show it as a case study of success, because we believe in earning people business. I don't want you to pay me nothing. You don't have to pay me anything. I will help you get results, and my results will pay me. The mindset that you need to have in your business. Don't ask people for anything until you get them a result. We're going to show you what we do. You don't have to take my word for it. I'll show you how good we are at this process, right? We packed out an expo that cost $50,000 to do, guys, and made our money back, and it took 4 months to produce it. Can you say that you can do that in your business right now? Can you invest $50,000 and make $50,000 back in 4 months or less? If you can't do that, I need you to understand something. You need experts, guys. We're going to give you the same value at $249, lock you in for 6 months, and we will grow your business and the results. So pretty much you're getting our service free of charge, because the results is what's paying PM Squared, not your business. Available for webinar participants only. So you click the webinar registration link, guys, and you can type in the checkbox, I want the Taste of Precision webinar offer, Taste of Precision, webinar offer, Taste of Precision in the group chat, guys, and we'll make sure you get that. So we appreciate everybody hopping on, man. Listen, this has been an amazing webcast. We keep it at an hour, nothing more, nothing less. We just want to give you good, raw content of how-tos. You know what I mean? I'm not big on just telling people things that can't help them really grow their business. If I'm telling you something, man, you can take it to the bank and cash it. I've been in business for years. I'm a third-generation business owner, and one thing I understand is something. Places that your feet will never go. So let's make sure, guys, let's just really make sure that we continue to do good things. We're putting our name and our word on. If you're a client of PM Squared, if we're working with you and you're working with us, your business will have immediate results. Let us show you how you can outmarket your competition by putting in place things that we say. You'll have a playback and listen to this and study this. And guys, if you just use this webinar alone, I promise you, you'll increase your sales in your